Morning world, welcome to Thursday 3rd of October, and we seem to have been greeted with a big white shiny thing in the sky. Right, well it is 9:30 in the morning. Tree team are not in yet. They're starting late today because they finished late last night. So we gave them a choice of finish early Friday or start late today. They chose the latter. Anyway, we've got some folks coming to see us this morning just at 10 o'clock to interview Mikey and Stewie, because we're sending them off to college. Yes, you heard it right, we're sending them to college. So we like to educate our staff, and provided they don't mind being educated, because not everybody, it's a choice thing, you don't have to do it. If they want, we will sponsor some education for them, and in this case it would be level 2 arboriculture, which they're doing at a college in, I think it was Hereford. We couldn't get anything local this time, which means they've got to travel up to Hereford every week or two and do a day there. It's a day release type college thing, it's not a full-time course. But before we do anything else, as they sign up, the college have to come and interview us, they have to go through our health and safety, they have to go through our paperwork and blah, 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 make sure that we tick all the boxes and that we're a bona fide business and not just some charlatan trying to get some free stuff, because some of the college stuff is funded by the government, which is another reason we do it, because it doesn't cost us a fortune, just wages really and lost income. That's our main expenses. But you know, we can do it because it's our responsibility as an older generation to teach the younger generation to take over from us when we've had enough. That makes sense? Anyway, I've got half an hour. Cattle have been bawling this morning, so we're going to go and give them some grub. So I'll just like to mention quickly, the spool valve on our dumper. I've had 3 or 4 people offer to give me some help with it, and I really appreciate that. Right, I am going to leave the black plastic on there for now. It's a bit of a pain because there's not really room to put it in there, but needs must. I reckon it might be a bit wet out there. Just a bit. The grain's definitely getting a bit softer, which is a concern because skid steer is not a tractor. Doesn't have the same traction or getting through the mucky bit ability, and can make an awful lot more mess if we ain't careful. So, well, they're not that starving because no one's running like mad, but they are interested. Right, that's how we can get out here, right? Wet, very, very wet, nasty. Keep our distance from up there. I don't want to stop. I gotta keep going. Well, it did it. Let's go along there. Look at the racket they're making. Anyway, I was telling you about folks offering to help with our valve block, and Laurie from down in Truro contacted me earlier and said, look, if I don't let him do it, his missus, Sylvia, is going to give him a hard time. And I don't want to get Laurie into trouble, so I've messaged back and said, Laurie, I won't let you get in trouble with Sylvia. I'll send it down to you. I might even drop it off, maybe. But yeah, so it's going to get rebuilt. Don't get it in the shit. Don't get it in the shit. Now I'm mucky. Let's have that out of there. I'll get in here. That'll mean that. Oh, we're in. Right, well that's one. Right, we're just going to back out in a straight line for a bit because that is definitely not skid steer territory down in there. Out of the way. Move out of the bloody way. Go on. Out of the way. Go on, back it up. I'm trying to limit spinny wheels and turning up and loosening the topsoil any more than I have to, because it's going to get worse every time I go down there. Oh, I could really do with some concrete in those sheds. If the sheds were concreted, the yards, the cattle would be probably, well, maybe not today, but when it was wet, I would definitely be bringing them in, get them off the grass. We're going to have some repair to do this year, next year. Right, well, unless they come early, I'm going to do this in the nick of time. Mind your backs. Right then. I reckon I'm going to have to go up through there and round the long way if I can get through there. Look at that mucky, messy, nasty. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, there you go. Ah. Many more days of rain and we won't be doing that much more. So much better with a sharp knife. All of it. Yeah, sometimes you get a little square of net left up on top of there, but not today. Right, anything behind me? No. I think we're safe to come out this way because we're not so heavy. Right, excuse me. Excuse me, thank you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Anyway. Out the way is the polite version of shift your ass fatty. That's the bit you look out for when you're getting in and out of that thing, because if I slip with mucky boots and go down there, especially if I go down on my left foot, that's gonna hurt. Okay, so today or tomorrow, because it said they could do it today or tomorrow, I'm having another load of stone delivered. So actually I might just put the bucket on and move that bit of planings. I don't really want that mixed in with it. I'll have to just find a home for that. So we'll just do that quick now, because sod's law, the lorry will come while the college are here. I won't be able to get away, and then I wish I'd done it now. So we'll do it now. And then when we've done that, later on we'll put the pallet forks on. So I've got somebody coming in for 8 bags of firewood. Yeah. Oh, I think I timed that just right. The college lady has just arrived. She's 10 minutes early. That'll do. That's out of there. Right then, I'll put the camera away and go and do our interview. I'll see you in a bit. Right, that went quite well this morning. So we had a very nice lady come out from the college. I'm not going to say which college yet. I may not even say which college at all. Let's just say it's not in Gloucestershire. They got to go Herefordshire to do this course. So all the paperwork done, all the bits of stuff signed. The guys are all happy. The only small problem we had was when we were going through some of the company paperwork, and I said to Mikey, "Oh, go and get the truck book, and we'll go through that." Forgetting, I hadn't updated the truck book, so I don't know if anybody else, any tree surgeons or other folks out there, do the same as us, but basically we have it's called the truck book. Okay, I'm not going to go into great depth, but I'm just going to show you this is what the guys carry with them in the truck. Okay, so you open it up and the first thing you got is your health and safety policy, which we have to review every year, and then we've got various other policies that are all laminated, so working at height emergency plans. We've got our insurances, employer's liability, public liability, all of our vehicle insurances, so all the trucks that the guys drive, they have their insurances with them. Then there's lists of NPTC certificates for the guys. And what's that one there? I missed, got a page stuck together. Tree climbing safe system of work policy. Oh, yeah. Risk assessments. Ridder, working at height emergency plans, all this stuff. More training certificates for the guys, that's their latest ones for doing their IPAF, waste management licenses, COSH safety data sheets, safety data sheets. What's that there stuck over there? Disposal licenses, terms and conditions. There's a few of those in there. So this is all our COSH stuff. So this is like all the things that we might have come across with. So even asbestos, because occasionally we come across asbestos roofs. Our wildlife policy, environmental policy, various other bits of information and stuff that the guys may or may not need, hopefully never. Complaints procedures, even down to ticks, because we work in long grass. What to do if you get bitten by a tick. So yeah, so we went through this book with the nice lady from the college, and I hadn't put this year's insurance, so that was all out of date. And the motor vehicles, I had all last year's insurances in there. So yeah, I looked a bit stupid to say, look how clever we are, we got all this stuff, and then I hadn't actually updated it, but that was okay. It was okay. So because we had all the updated stuff, and all I've done is copied it, and now the book is up to date until January next year, when I got to start all over again. So anyway, the guys are booked on their courses. That's all done. I'm not sure quite when they start, but Mikey and Stewie will be doing blocks of 2 days at a time, Mondays and Tuesdays. I think it's only every other week. They're going to go off to Hereford, do 2 days study, and then they come back and they have to do lots of homework. I don't know if they really understand how much homework there is. It's only a level 2 qualification, so what I would call it like a foundation qualification. But yeah, and my part is I've got to do over the next year 40 hours of like one-to-one mentoring, because obviously I'm level 3, so I can do that, I can teach that. They'll be having access to all my paperwork from my studies, but the idea is that within 18 months they'll be up and they'll have their level 2 foundation. And if they do well at that, and they want it, I might just send them off to level 4 afterwards. Maybe. Anyway, so that's the sort of thing we do with the tree company. It's not just fun and games and cutting trees. We do actually do our best, and we do support the guys if they want to get themselves educated. So some of this will be sponsored by the government. Some of it we have to pay for ourselves, but I think it's just a good way of passing stuff on, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to be running tree management forever. Who's to say one of these guys won't take the company over from me in 10 years' time, and then I can go, oh, I'll just be a farmer full-time, part-time, do what I want to do. Anyhow, that's what I spent most of the morning doing, is literally going through all the training certificates, because there was a couple of certificates in there from previous staff members. Didn't need them anymore, so we've gone right through the green book, taken out everything we don't need, put everything back in we do need, brought it up to date. And while I was at it, we also, in our office, we have big black plastic files of all the guys' training certificates. We basically cleared a load of that out, because again, we've had staff that have been and gone. We've got their training certificates, so I've messaged a couple of those guys. Although we paid for the training, their certificates, although some of them have left the business, they've either gone off and become electricians, or they've gone off to do other stuff. But basically, all the people whose certificates we've still got, I've messaged and said, do you want them? I mean, they're still NPTC certificates. They're still proof of training. They're still got some value. So no one's messaged back yet, but we'll hang on to them for another couple of weeks. And if they want them, they can come and fetch them. And if they don't, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to keep them, to be honest. So, but there you go. Anyway, so, oh yeah, I was saying, as I was going through all the trains, I found all my training certificates, and I have a lot, including going right back to my CSE exam results, which I'm not going to tell you because I didn't do very well at school. But all my college stuff, so I've got all my ATB certificates from 1984, 82, 83, 84. Brought back a lot of fond memories, that did. of my days at Hartbury College. So, which is where young Jack Cornock is now, and where young Harry Cornock will be going when he finishes school. So, right. Oh, it was there, was it? Right, okay. I had a phone call from Richard yesterday saying your cows are out, and I said, where are they? And he said, they're in there. I said, that doesn't matter. Can you see who's looking at me in there? Can you see the pussycat? That in there is Blossom. So Miranda, if you're watching, Blossom's back. She's back down the farm. So that cat's owner, Miranda, used to live in Wotton. Blossom likes it here and is quite often here. Miranda, I believe, has moved to Dursley, and a couple of times said, shall I come and get, no, is she in the way? And she's not in my way. She's very happy here, and I'm quite happy to let her stay put. So anyway, yesterday the cattle got in here because they broke through the fence next to the gate post up there. I was going to go down there and tell you all about what I was going to do, but Blossom is really happy there in the sunshine. Biscuit's next to me, and I don't really want to disturb the peace. So we'll talk about that another day. Sunshine. It's lovely and it's warm. Happy days. So, right. That out there though looks like a right quagmire. An hour ago, all that lot was stood up here standing in that. If anybody would like to explain to me why the cattle would choose to come up and stand in that. I mean, is it like shoe polish? Is it cool their feet off? Does it, you know, is it comfy? Is it nice? Why? I wouldn't want to stand in that. Right. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that over there because I don't disturb the cat. So I've got to think of something else to talk to you about now. I could get the pressure washer out and steam clean the tractor off and the skid steer, but they're both dry and I don't really want to get them wet. That's the long way round version of me saying I really can't be bothered to get the steam cleaner out and wash the tractor. I mean, it wouldn't hurt, it would look nice for a clean, but not today. Ours! Very, very believable. Oscar, that's Oscar material, that is.
Leg as well?
Yeah, I know, I noticed, yeah, well done. They're going to get completely convinced that that wasn't set up at all.
The first bit.
Eh?
Just do that bit. Count the first bit.
Yeah,
Do that one.
okay. Okay. Siri, idiot. Right, decision's been made. I've still got a load of tree work to look at to catch up from when I've done my ankle in. So we're off to Horton and Chipping Sodbury. So poor lady at Chipping Sodbury, she only rang me a couple of days ago and I think she'd forgotten she'd rung me, and the problem was she didn't have her hearing aid in. And she couldn't hear me, and then she was trying to turn her hearing aid up, and I could hear it whistling through the phone. And we got there eventually. I mean, she's expecting me now, but it was a little bit of a... Yeah, it was a little bit like that. You know, I said I was going off to Horton and Yate. I didn't get very far. I had a phone call saying, did you forget someone was coming in for some logs? Yeah, I had forgotten that, so anyway. He's now loaded up.
You know, let's say they are really into one.
He's not going to go cold this winter, is he?